Hello riders, it's Josh from CycleHunters.com, and today we have a very special guest up for sale. And if you don't know what this is a 2006 Honda St1300. This is a sport bike that is also a touring bike. It is much more closely related to a touring bike. It's a sport tour. But as you can see from the riding position, right off the bat, we got handlebars. You can kind of get an idea that the riding position on this bike is going to be extremely comfortable. So if you've ever sat on, say, like a Goldwing or any of those bikes that have sport touring tendencies, well, this is going to be very similar. It's a 1300cc motor, but so it's not as big as an 1800cc GL100 or 1800 Goldwing, but this is sort of like the smaller baby brother of that bike. Very great platform though, and as you can see as we get into this bike, it's really great paint. It's in good shape, fully inspected, serviced, and detailed, ready to go. Now, you can see, like I said, it's a very clean bike. And the paint is really nice. There's not a whole lot for blemishes on this bike, you know, but for a used machine, you can pretty much expect that there's going to be some. And there are some small ones, but nothing like really outstanding that I could sit there and point out and say, wow, look at this thing. You know, there's some, you know, like some surface scratches. You know, you buff it, you do what you can to get that stuff out, but sometimes that's pretty much what you're able to do. That's all you're able to do. But again, as I said, like you can kind of see a little one here. But that's sort of it, really. It's not a whole lot going on as far as anything blemish-wise that makes your eye travel to it. So as you can see, we have the color match hard mount bags. There's all kinds of little nooks and crannies on this bike for storage. You have storage containers, both on the right and then a lockable one on the left side. This also has a manual cruise control. So, you know, you're riding down the road, you set it. This still allows you to move the throttle if you'd like, but it does hold it steady so that you can shake your hand out if necessary while you're on the road and you don't lose your momentum and your speed. But again, you know, you're talking about a 1300cc bike that's good for you and a passenger. As you can see, it has the passenger seat. But these bikes, like I said, this is a touring machine. So if you want to go anywhere, you have things that you need to take with you. Well, these have ample space in them to put your clothes, some other things that you might like to take. It also has the rack on the back here so that you can mount one of the trunks if you'd want, one of the top cases that can go on there. So it offers the versatility of that as well. So let's check this out here. $65, $195 on the odometer. So some of you, as you know, in touring bikes, that's what they're supposed to do. So it's not, in terms of mileage, horrible. And especially something that looks like it's in this condition, it's that well taken care of. Just a little quick thing here. This is giving you the ability to move your windscreen both up and down. So if you have a passenger in the back and they're getting too much wind, or maybe you're getting too much wind, you can adjust this, which is a real great feature. Again, sport touring allows you to have these things so that you're able to go down the street, go down the road, the highway, and be in a comfortable position, because typically people are riding these things for a good length of time. So let's see here. Let's see if we can get the, there we go, flasher on your left front. And these are all integrated into the housing for the mirror. And there's your left rear. And this is all integrated as well into one piece. So it's real nice. Nothing flopping off or hanging, looking bad. It's all nice, compact. Here's your right rear, and then right front. So now you also see this has the driving lights up top in the corners. That is your high beam. This is your low beam. Let's see if I can do that again here. Low beam, high beam. Low beam, high beam. All right, so let's fire this baby up. I don't think I have to pull the clutch here. Oh, you know what? Listen to that horn. People are getting out of your way for sure. Sort of sounds like a Ferrari horn. Fires right up. Very smooth motor on these. Look, if you're somebody that likes to ride to work every day and you need space to maybe carry a laptop or some other goods back and forth to work, well, this is a great alternative. This is a great option for anybody that's looking to do commuting. You can hear how smooth the motor is. And for a motor with that much mileage on it, it really is a smooth motor. It's not making any weird noises. We've been through it. Fully service inspected, detailed the bike. She's ready to go. And again, for something that has over 50,000 miles, it's a bike that, and I mean, it's a Honda, so everybody knows when you're talking about a Honda, it's a great bike. Now this is cool because it does give you your readouts for mile per gallon, your trip, obviously, your temperatures, your time. So it's a nice bright display. You have your ability to change things over here. This is for your headlights. So if your passenger's sitting on the bike and it's sort of kicking the lights up, you can adjust the lights. So this bike's got a lot of adjustment. It's a Honda, right? So we all know about the Hondas. Very, very well-built machines, purpose-built. These are very focused. And again, this is focused for sport touring. Now this has the battery tender lead on it. Every one of our bikes gets a 48-point checklist. So oil and filter, you know, those are basic things for us. We're trying to make sure that when you get this bike, it's as close to 100% as we can make it. Everything that we do is to ensure that when you jump on this for the first time, you're not worried about anything. Even though it's got, like I said, over 50,000 miles, it's nothing that you have to worry about. We've been through it to make sure that this bike is leaving here in tip-top condition. And again, you can see how well it was taken care of. Really nothing as far as nicks and things to talk about. So here is your suspension adjustment for your spring preload. So you can stiffen it up a little bit or loosen it up a little bit. Again, depends on how much stuff that you're carrying, a passenger, all those things are kind of gonna go into whether or not you tighten it up a little bit like that. Great bike. Let's see if we can look into the case here. So you can see this is a decent size. Yeah, it's a hand. So that little bit there too. Easily you're going to be able to put, I would say, a helmet in there. Obviously if you have goods and, you know, extra clothes, any of that stuff that you wanted to bring along with you, you're not going to have a problem. It's got two of these cases on here so that, I mean, that's really what it's for. Interesting. It gives you an ability to unlock this bar here, which I would imagine that you could put, you know, obviously something else on the back. Straightforward bike. Like I said, fully service inspected in detail. The tires have a lot of meat on them. They're pretty much brand new. We went through it, double checked everything just to make sure. So that, like, again, when you get a bike from us, our whole goal is to make sure that when you open up your garage door, you have a big smile on your face, want to go ride, you jump on it, thumb the starter, get going down the street, and you don't have any worries. It's a happy machine for you so that you can be happy riding it. A lot of fun. Beautiful machine. Just a good looking bike. Hey, and it's a Honda. I mean, can you really complain? So if you're digging the 2006 Honda St1300, give us a call at 717-273-1809. You can see the full list of inventory at www.cyclehunters.com. You can email us at cyclehunters@gmail.com. We have financing options available, aftermarket warranties. We can deliver bikes, we can ship bikes, kind of whatever we need to do to sort of accommodate you as best as possible. Just let us know. So that when you get this in your garage, again, our goal is to make sure that you're happy. We are riders taking care of riders. We take it real seriously to make sure that what's going out of this shop is as best as we can make it. This has got to be a fun thing for you, and we take that serious. Yeah, it's a good looking bike. So if you're looking to have a sport touring machine and you don't want a big, huge Goldwing, well, this is that option. Great bike. Check it out on the website. Hit like and subscribe. We appreciate it. If you have questions, go ahead and ask them. But until the next bike, happy riding.